Hey, welcome! It is so good to have you here. Today we're going to be reading from the Jesus Storybook Bible. Now, this book is really cool because it shows us that every story leads to Jesus, that every story whispers his name. And so, if you have this book, go ahead and grab it and you can follow along with us. And don't forget to stick around to the end because we have some discussion questions to talk about with your family. This song is called The Beginning, A Perfect Home, and it starts on page 18. In the beginning, there was nothing, nothing to hear, nothing to feel, and nothing to see, only emptiness and darkness and nothing but nothing. But God was there, and God had a wonderful plan. I'll take this emptiness, God said, and I'll fill it up. Out of the darkness, I'm going to make light. And out of nothing, I'm going to make everything. Like a mommy bird flutters her wings over her eggs to help her babies hatch, God hovered over the deep, silent darkness. He was making life happen. God spoke, that's all. And whatever he said happened. See, those are his plans. God said, "Hello, light," and light shone into the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness night. You are good, God said. Hello, sea. Hello, sky. And a great space opened up, wide and deep and high. You are good, God said, and they were. Then God said, hello, land. And there, splashing up through the oceans, came cliffs and mountains and sandy beaches. You are good, God said, and they were. Hello, trees, God said, and hello, grass, and hello, flowers, and everything everywhere burst into life. He made buds bud, shoot, shoot, flowers, flower. You are good, God said, and they were. Hello, stars, God said. Hello, sun. Hello, moon. And whizzing into the darkness came fiery globes, spinning around and around, whirling orange and purple and golden planets. You are good, God said, and they were. Hello, birds, God said, and with a fluttering and a flapping and a chirping and a singing, birds filled the skies. Hello, fish, God said, and with a darting and a dashing and a wriggling and a splashing, fish filled the seas. You are good, God said, and they were. Then God said, hello, animals, and everyone came out to play. The earth was filled with noisy noises, growling and gobbling and snapping and snorting and happy skerfluffling. You are good, God said, and they were. God saw all that he had made, and he loved them. And they were lovely because he loved them. But God, he saved the best for last. From the beginning, God had a shining dream in his heart. He would make people to share his forever happiness. They would be his children, and the world would be their perfect home. So God breathed life into Adam and Eve. When they opened their eyes, the first thing they ever saw was God's face. And when God saw them, he was like a new dad. You look like me, he said. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever made. God loved them with all of his heart, and they were lovely because he loved them. And Adam and Eve joined in the song of the stars and the streams and the wind of the trees, in the wonderful song of love to the one who made them. Their hearts were filled with happiness, and nothing ever made them sad or lonely or sick or afraid. God looked at everything he had made. Perfect, he said, and it was. But all the stars and the mountains and the galaxies and everything were nothing compared to how much God loved his children. He would move heaven and earth to be near them, always. Whatever happened, whatever it cost him, he would always love them. And so it was that the wonderful love story began. So we just read a story about God's creation and about how God created everything. So I'm going to ask you guys, try going for a walk with your family outside. And while you're walking, try to name all of the things that you can see that are part of God's creation. Things like the trees and the grass. And on your way home, try naming all the things that you didn't see that are part of God's creation. Things like snow. Hopefully you haven't seen any snow yet. Or, I don't know, zebras. And for some of the older kids, I want you to think about these two questions. One, I want you to think, why do you think God made people last? Do you think he did that on purpose? And then number two, what do you think it means that when God speaks, things just happen? What do you think that says about God? Okay, so today make sure you pray to God and thank him for all of the things that he has created. Have a great week, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.